Yo, what is up, my gallons? I have not recorded a video for about 4 weeks, and I've now just decided to make one. And I had no ideas until I got the idea to build for 100 days. So that's what I'm gonna do in this video. And I've actually played for about 180 days between the last video and this video, which I have built all of this over here. All of this, and I've done a big spruce farm by Silent Whisper, and it's all the way over there, but I'm not gonna show it. And I actually tried to record the first 2 days of this 100 days, and I ended up accidentally deleting the recording, so those are just gone forever. But we're 2 days into this, so this is the third day. And yeah, might as well just get into it. Okay, so day 3. Okay, so what I'm really going for this building is maybe a deep slate and a sandstone or something. But I probably won't do many interiors here. I just really don't wanna do interiors right now. So I'm just ignoring them for the time being. And I have a new texturing technique that I use instead of just random or layering just in a very set way, which I think is better than random or set ways, but just I'm gonna be yapping a lot. I'm gonna be cutting a lot of this out. And sadly, you're not gonna see this building being built because I suck. But you're gonna see most of the buildings. Might skip a few days here and there, but I'm just going to be building a whole lot of buildings in my medieval city, which has taken me almost 2 years. Because I started this world in December of 2023, which that's just a month away. And then I will have fully completed it. Sorry, not fully completed it. Just spent 2 years in this world, which is more than what most people do, and I don't know why. And now I have this, and I'm going to get some shelves. I feel like using shelves. Yes, I think this looks fine. And now I just need to get the second story on there. And I might have this go, like, out a little bit, like this. And I think just having something different will help, because having a roof and having this just be a little side area. But now I need more shelves, and okay. Now I need to get blocks for the second story, which I don't know what I want to do. I'm just going to do acacia terracotta, which I will have to gather more acacia for this, sadly. And of course it's thundering. I'm not gonna go sleep because I only sleep when the phantoms come out, but this does have a 1 block center, right? Yeah. And now it's time for me to do the roof, and I think I will do an endstone roof. Spruce and endstone, which I need slabs for. And it stopped raining. Wonderful, right as soon as the sun comes up. And that is the framework of the top roof complete. I just need to get the bottom. And now it's time for the endstone. And now that is the roof complete, and I just need to fill in the walls that didn't get filled in. So I have to go gather more acacia. And that's enough acacia collected. Oh, and my mountain just loaded, so slightly went out of render distance. Really gotta fill in more of that. Maybe that will be a future video. And here is the completed building. Now, I am going to just play a little bit off camera, and we'll see what we get back to. But this is the end of halfway through day 4, so, see you after a break. Well, we're 10 days into this challenge, and I've gotten this much of the block done, which I'm almost done. Just have to get this, and then I need to get this done. But I'm going to do little berry bushes here, so I need to go grab those. And now I just need to place them. If I don't have enough, then I'm just going to wait for them to grow and place them. And I had almost not enough, but I'm going to go get the blocks for the top of the building now. Now, it's been a couple weeks since I have recorded the last clip of this, but the Bedrock updates, I'm sure you all know, kind of broke it, and then kind of got sidetracked with doing other stuff. But I hope I can finish this pretty soon. I just really want to get this video out, but of course I have to do the full 100 days, and if I don't feel like I've done enough in that 100 days, then I'm just going to do like 150 days or something. I hope that I am satisfied with the video to where I can get it out. Now, what should I do for the roof? Should I do... No, I should not do warped, because I just did that right there. I could do deep slate. That hasn't been used here. Yeah, I'll do deep slate. And now, that is this building complete, except for the interior. But now, let's check it out on the map. Whoa, whole nother block is done. And these plants grew really fast, jeez. Well, I guess now it's just time to move on to this little area, which I have no ideas for. Well, I am back after another 10 days, having built this little section, which I put more detail in than I'm not so happy with this building. I don't really know what happened, but I think right over here I'm going to do a little garden. So let me go get some leaves for that. So I just made this flat plane, and I'm going to go ahead and put some leaves around it as a bush. And now I need to go get more leaves. And now I think this is good. I just need to make a little bit of an entryway. Go ahead, do that right here, do it over here. Now I need some horse dirt to make a little pathway through here. And I have the perfect amount of leaves to put around there. Perfect. And now I want to make a little just walking area for the king to go stroll like through the roses. Now I have to go grab some roses. Oh, well, looks like I have to go sleep due to these phantoms. And perfect landing. And I actually have to go grab some poppies from my iron farm. And now it's time to add some different colored plants to here. And of course I'm going to add some torches under moss carpets because I cannot have mobs spawning in here. But now I have to go ahead and add some of these over here. And I have to add some smaller flowers around here. Oh, and I also forgot to put these levers under this area. I haven't fully completed it, but hope that I will be able to, and I gotta get some fences to put on these. Okay, so now I have all the flowers put in. I just need to get the moss carpets. And the sun is setting again. I build so slow. And I use so many fireworks. Like, one shulker box lasts me about 100 days? Which is really not that long. Well, now I have a garden for people to walk through, and a little bit of paths for the gardeners to walk through, just to show that they exist. I like to have some greenery, but I might leave until for another 10 days. Really depends on how I feel, if I feel like recording. But I gotta get some ideas. So Well, before I forget, let me just go ahead and update the map that I have in my hand. Whoa, so cool. I think next I'm going to fill in this area. So, I am back after 9 days and I don't have much to show for it. I've built this building, but I also had to farm some materials and fix some other stuff. So that did take a while. And I hope to get this block done within the next 10 days. I won't put as much detail into this as I did this one. I just wanted to build the windows and details on this building. But now, let me go ahead and build a building right here. Now, I want to try something new with this building. I'm gonna try to do some blob texture instead of just doing a gradient. Like, right here I'm gonna have some deep slate tiles instead of just having it go up gradually. And maybe right here I can have some more. And right here I want some lighter stuff because it's gonna be more protected from the elements, so that's why it would be lighter. Yeah, I think this looks fine. It's just quite different, but I just want to try something new, so let me go ahead and fill that all the way around the wall. Okay, now here I am with all the walls completely put around, and I have a little bit more detail with shelves and trapdoors going up like this, just to frame it a little bit. And I want to have a green upper level. So I just need to go grab some green terracotta and some, well, lime terracotta and some of the other green stuff. Okay, so now that I have my green blocks, I want to determine what I want the main color to be, which I think the middle color, the lime terracotta, is going to be the main color. So I'm going to have it be moss in the corner here, and then I want some green concrete powder, and then just go ahead transition it into the lime terracotta, and then maybe have another section right here. Yeah, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks just fine. So I actually quite like that. But let me go ahead and put that all the way around. Okay, so I think that this is good now. Wait, and I need more fireworks. But day 31, I think I've done quite a bit. Not as much as it could have been, but I actually have almost all of the area that I've marked off to build complete. So I might paint this whole area. That would be really cool if I could. I'll keep this in the video just in case I actually do, so I can look back upon it. But now I have to make a roof. Okay, now that is the roof finished, so I need to go and fill in these areas. Okay, now that is this building, and I think I'm just going to cut until the next 10 days. So, see you then. And I'm back after another 10 days, and I got this whole thing done, and I'm getting this little area done, and I am basically just copying the design of this building because I just wanted to have another building like this because I quite like the way that it is, but I am going to finish it in this little segment, and then I'm going to skip the next 10 days. So I just need to go ahead and finish this side, and go ahead and put in all the windows. So I'm just using stairs and trapdoors to just make detail lanes on here. I do have to get signs and put trapdoors along more of it though, for the extra details. I could use shelves, but I just make a diagonal on these 4 block sections and just put trapdoors. And then on the 3 block sections, that's where the windows go. So I just go ahead, go up here, and place in a different design of trapdoors like this. And then the window will go right there. And now I need to go get some signs. But first, let me put the trapdoors. So I'm putting them wherever the beams cross each other. And it's just to show them interlocking better, but I quite like the design of this building, this building design. And this was quite a small block, so I decided to just have one building take up the entire section. And I'm going to have to put in all the stone around here, but I need to go get signs now. I hope that this is enough signs. I have over 3 stacks, but I just... Sadly, you can't see stuff from like 4 chunks away in Bedrock, so these signs won't get seen. Which, I don't know why Bedrock has to deload everything. And here, there's no way to put the signs together, so I'm just gonna skip one. I did that on the other one as well, so it shouldn't matter too much. And it was enough signs. I had 11 signs left over. And now it's time to put in the windows. So I just need to pillar up to all of the little windows and put in the scaffolding. And now I need to fill in all of the area around the building to make sure there's no grass. And I need to sleep because there are phantoms, so that is one whole night wasted. Now that I have the stone, I just need to place it all in. And after I finish this, I am going to skip to the next 10-day marker. I know I should be checking in like once every day, but that just doesn't fit with my little play schedule. And of course it starts raining as soon as I'm about to finish up here. But I'm going to show what it looks like on the map, because I haven't even seen it. So let's have a little countdown. 3, 2, 1. Well, here it is. Whoa, so much more of it is filled in. I have 5 sections with complete roads around to complete left. And then I just have to get buildings across the second, and then this whole map is done. And if I finish everything before the end of this 100 days, then I will just move over to that other side because I really need to build over there. But now I'm just gonna skip to the next 10 days of this challenge. And I am back at the halfway point of this challenge, and I have gotten this whole part done. I built a custom tree in a new style that I have not done. Try to make it angled, which I did just to make it fit in here. And I didn't want to fill in this whole area with buildings. I mean, just why not have a little area where it's overgrown? So that is why I didn't fill in this whole area. But I did start work over here. So let's just go ahead and fill in this little area. Maybe I build 1 or 2 buildings. So I'm just gonna go with a basic deep slate thing, but I also think I'm gonna go with random texturing. Being halfway done with this little video is so rewarding because in real life, I've been working on this for almost 2 months, right, as of current. And it's for several reasons. One, they kind of broke the game with the updates to Bedrock on PC, and for about a week and a half, I just didn't feel like playing Minecraft. And then also, for the past like 2 weeks, I have been playing on a realm with all my friends, and I don't get to do that often, so I've been spending a lot of time on that, but I do really just enjoy playing single player sometimes, well, most of the time, because I just have to make the most of the chance for being able to play with other people. And there has been an insane fallout in the friend group. My own family member kind of had a whole crash out. Was not a very kind person. So there was that for about 2 days as well. And just I need to make sure that this is okay. Yeah. I think one more layer should do it. And I had just enough deep slate tiles to finish off the bottom part of this building. But now I want to go ahead and now I want to build a little something right here because I want to have a little archway coming out along here. So I just need to set up this over here, which I'm going to need more deep slate for because same base. So let me go ahead and just mark out how I want this bridge to go. Now I'm going to have this part of the building be a little smaller just because there's not really that much room with the paths at all. And here I am with a bunch of smooth sandstone, and I need to extend this a little bit. So let me get some dark oak slabs and trapdoors. And I want to have it extend on all sides other than this one because it can. And I want to have a little alleyway just out on that side in between another building because I've gotten compliments on the other one that I had, so why not try to replicate it? I'm just gonna ignore this for right now. And now I'm going to do the same thing over here. And I am going to build up the walls of both of these. And now I have these parts of the building done. So now I just need to bring across the area of the bridge. And I just have to make the actual archway. So let me go ahead and try to do that. Okay, so I have this. Let me go ahead and fill in the middle with some spruce planks. And now I need to make the actual curve of the archway. So I need to go get more spruce wood. So I have built the archway and I had to go get even more spruce wood from my spruce farm. So I went to go get that and I got a whole shulker box, obviously, because why not? And I built this little archway. So I think it looks just fine. I wish that I could have this be a little different, but I don't want it. I just need a little bit more room, but sadly there is no room because I already built this whole thing. I am just going to build the roofs now. So I'm gonna go make it some deep slate tile. So I have built the roofs of it. I just decided why not and just went ahead to do it without recording. And I also, this kind of looks a little funny from here, but I did two different roof slants. Like this is just straight 45 degree, whereas this curves a little bit, which I think looks a little good. So having two different varied styles, like it's not the exact same building, it's just they're connected. Now I am probably just gonna jump to the next 10 days. I am so close to finishing the area that I've laid out. I will have to build some buildings over here, extend these paths, just to fit in the map. Oh, yeah, I have to do the map as well. So, let's update the map. In 3, 2, 1. Whoa! So much of it is filled now, which is nice. We got this little area with all of the plants and stuff. And then we have the building, the two connected buildings, which I really wish that deep slate was darker on a map, but what can you do? So, and I'm so happy that I'm finally finishing in the second map. I've had one map filled in for about 4 months after over a year and a half of not having any maps filled in at all. But let me go grab the map that I have fully filled in. So here is the map I have filled in. I did just make a locator map, which should be the basic map on Bedrock, but I don't know why it's not. Now, almost all of the buildings on this map have full interiors. It's just very few that don't. It's this map that really doesn't have that many. A lot of them really don't at all, because I've really just filled it in the past few hundred days, and I just haven't felt like building interiors, so I haven't been doing that. Hopefully I will feel like it soon, because I do like to have full interiors, but I'm so glad that I'm filling in this map. Okay, see you in the next 10 days. And I am back after another 10 days, and I have finished this little corner, and I've started work on some burnt down buildings. So I just got the idea to make something that seemed like it burned down. Now it doesn't make that much sense with this being all nice and green with this having burnt down right here, but I don't really care. So let's go ahead and build this last one. I'm thinking of having a little tough brick building, and I can use the blackstone bricks to go ahead and do that, to make the burnt areas. So what I'm going for is just kind of a little bit block spam, because obviously stuff would have crumbled down and things wouldn't be that fun to be near. So my idea with why this is all nice and pristine and the rest of it isn't is because this would have burnt down a while ago, so that would have had the time to regrow. That's kind of how I am rationalizing this. And now I just need to go ahead and fill in the floor. And now I have to go get through the dirt and coarse dirt. And now I think it's time to go ahead and sprinkle some of the burnt pieces in. And it looks like phantoms are out, so I'm gonna have to go sleep at some point. I'm gonna go sleep and put in the last details once I wake up. And I just have to add in a little bit of short grass, and now this is complete. So, just a little check-in right now. Now I'm gonna go see you in the next 10 days. So, I spent a little bit more time developing this area, and added a bit of burnt parts on the ground and built up a wall. I crowdsourced this build a little bit, just asked what I should do, and then got told. So I just wanted to inform you, and I also didn't check out the map. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Whoa, it actually goes off the map a little bit. I am almost done with this map, and then I have a little project to work on once I'm done with that. And I am back after another 10 days, and I have almost completed everything I've marked out. I will have to extend these paths a little bit just to fill in this area of the map, but that is just all I have to do, and then I'm done with this section, and I'm going to move on to something else. But I just need to go ahead and finish this building, just the roof, and I'll start the next building. So I feel like because of the other buildings I have which have this color style, I'm gonna go with a blackstone roof. And now I just have to go get the blackstone. So now I've finished the roof, and I just need to put in the rest of the walls. Now this building's complete except for the interior and all the little details. But of course I'm not doing that in this 100 days. And now I just need to go ahead and fill in this last little bit, and then after that I will check in on the map. And I have finished this little corner, so now I'm just going to update the map. And it should be almost looking complete. So let's see it. Whoa, just a little bit more, and then boom, this whole map is done. So the next time that I see you at the next 10-day mark will be day 3900, So which means only 100 days until day 4,000. And I am going to do something. But I'm going to extend these paths more, just to get this. Then after I build buildings all along here, then I am going to do a little project that I need to do. So the next 10 days have gone by, and I did not build for the entire 10 days. I went AFK'd at my wood skeleton farm for about 2 days, but I got all of this area done, and I have decided to make a building that was in the progress of being built, so that's this. That's why there's all scaffolding and everything around it. But I think this should fill in the map completely, so let's go ahead and check that. Oh, that little corner. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and come over here and just no one has to know. No one has to know that the map isn't fully covered. That's not even the whole thing. Let me go get some more coarse dirt. And is this gonna be fully done? Yeah. Just no one needs to know, okay? No one needs to know. But I have this whole map done, but now I'm going to start on a project that I need to do because, well, I don't need to do it. The thing that I have that I'm going to replace works just well, but I just want a better piece of machinery. So let me go ahead and show you what I have currently. So down this little hatch in my storage room, I have my super smelter, well, auto smelter, it's not really super, but I want to go ahead and replace this with one that is going to be way better and smelts way more. I'm going to go ahead and start that for the next 10 days, and then don't know what I'm going to do for the next 10 days, but let me go ahead and do that right now. And when I finally build it, I will go ahead and say who it's by and put the link in the description. So I've built the furnace array, and I did have to expand my room by quite a bit down here, but hopefully it works. I haven't tested it out yet. I've just followed the tutorial, and I'm just gonna hope that works. But I am going to test it by trying to smelt one shulker box of sand. So I have to go ahead and gather that right now. This farm was built by ND Crafts on YouTube, and the link for it will be in the description. Well, I have a whole shulker box of sand, and it took me a little bit to get it because, well, it didn't take me a bit to get it. I wanted to get a new zombie camel, so I brought it all the way here, and that took a while. But, so I'm going to input all of this sand into the chests, and I also need to put some coal into the hoppers on the other end, but that is just going to be the test to see if this works. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I don't know why it's going instantly. Okay, let's hope this is working. Glass is coming in. Oh, I gotta start a timer. So, it's going on right now. Something must be up with this side because it keeps just immediately going off. Okay, minute in, it cooked 2 stacks. It's actually going pretty fast. Well, now I have a new super smelter, but I'm gonna time and see how long this takes to smelt the entire thing. It was about 6 minutes to smelt a whole shulker box, but some of the sand did get caught in these hoppers, which are the fuel hoppers, so I had to go in individually and grab it. But I think now that I've built this, I'm just going to build some interiors. And also, I'm going to check out the new update with the spear and the Nautilus. So that's going to take a little bit of the time, but the sooner I can get this out, the better. And here I am, right before the last 10 days, and I searched so hard for any Nautilus armor. I traveled about 9,000 blocks, couldn't find anything. So I don't have any Nautilus armor. I did get a Nautilus, and I also got a camel husk. So let me just go ahead, lunge towards it, and right here it is, and its name is Humphrey's father, because the day one camel, his name is Humphrey, and his life is right here. Now, he didn't always live right there. He used to live just out on the streets tied to a lead, but once I made those stables, I just decided, you know what, why not let him have his own stable. Just used to roam these parts, and now I found his dead father. So I don't really want to build interiors, so I'm gonna do some other building. Like, I have to go ahead and put deep slate in one part of a wall on the ocean, so let me go ahead and do that. And it's just right over here. Right over here. As you can see, I just stopped doing it, didn't finish it for any of this. So I'm just gonna do little things for the last 10 days. And I'm just doing random stuff here. So I just don't put that much effort into each one. And then after I finish this, I'm gonna go ahead and finally put some mud under here, because I really need to terraform that area. And now I have completed this, and I'm going to go place the mud now. And as the sun rises on the 100th day, we can look and see how much I have done. I have done this entire section. This whole thing, which is quite a bit considering that I had done all of this in 3,000 days. So that is a great improvement, and I have done some other stuff. So let's go ahead and walk through the city and look at the other stuff that I did. This sunrise really is beautiful for the 100th day. Okay, let's go. So I have put a lot of mud over here, and I've decorated this. And let's go ahead, pop down here, and just walk through what I've done. I have decorated this area, built a tree, built this and this. You didn't see this though. I have filled in many streets. Some I put more detail in than others. I built a nice looking tree for something that I haven't done before in the style. And I built some burnt down buildings. So this is pretty nice. Crowdsourced a little bit. I have built a little archway over. I built a king's garden where for him to just come in. Also, the king is a cat, by the way. But for the king to come in, just stroll through the flowers, build a little alleyway, and then I built a little building that could be religious. I'm not going to have it be religious, but it could be. And we have made a building in construction. So this is all that I've done over here. And I did end up making a new super smelter, so let's go ahead and see that. This super smelter did take about 3 days Minecraft to build, which it really isn't that long. But it works supremely well for what I need. It smelts a shulker box in just a few minutes. So it's really overkill. And I also finally decorated this pier that I have over here. Just down this staircase, I've decorated this. Oh, I forgot that part. But I've put all these decorations around here. and finally have put this so it's not just torch spam. And if we look down here, I put some mud, made a little bank, and I couldn't bone meal the mud, so I had to place all of this grass myself, which was really annoying, but it was worth it. So that is what I've done in these past 100 days. And now I am going to go ahead and fill in the rest of the maps. Finally update them, and I'll show you a smooth transition to before and after. So this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like after. So I've actually done quite a bit, and even the water did change a little bit from where I put the mud, but this city is beginning to really expand. So that is it. If you have watched this far, please subscribe and go watch my other videos, and I will see you all later. Yalla!